What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Double T Gaming, and today I just kind of want to talk about what I feel like is everything wrong with the My Team mode in NBA 2K16. Now, don't get me wrong, My Team is a very fun mode. There's so much creativity you can do, so much different like dream matchups that can happen, and it's always fun to like pop up in packs. And when you see that blue diamond like pop up in like a pack, then your heart always starts racing a little bit. But I just feel like My Team started out in NBA 2K13, and back then there was a lot fewer legends. There was really only one type of player, and there was just like a dynamic version of the player, and it altered like throughout the NBA season, like it does now. But it just, as of right now, I just think there is way too many types of players, way too many. Like, okay, so if you go on MyTeamDatabase.com, mtdb.com, yeah, that's what it is, and you just type in like one player name, every version of that player will pop up. If you type in the name LeBron James, you get an All-Star version. You get the NBA Finals version that just came out recently. You get the current version. You get a throwback version from '07. You get an MVP version. You get a 2012 version. You get a 2013 version. You also get the dynamic version. So if there's all these versions of the players, it just really waters down the current player that it is in the NBA. And there's going to be so many of the same amethyst player on the market that nobody wants because everyone wants a different version of the player. And that's just something that it doesn't make sense to me. Why are they doing that? Why is there so many versions of one player? It just takes away the value of having that amethyst. Now, like if you have an amethyst, people are like, oh, that's only the amethyst version. It's not going to be as good as the diamond version. That's what I'm seeing right now. There's just so many different versions of players. Like not even that. There's also like a defensive player of the year version. There's a rookie of the year version. There's just so many different versions, and I just give me the current player and maybe a dynamic version of it. You don't need to do like these defensive player of the years, all that stuff. I just feel like it doesn't really make sense. And when you're talking about that, like you look at a dynamic Kawhi Leonard or something, a defensive player of the year Kawhi Leonard, and you look at Michael Jordan, like a 95 overall Michael Jordan. You compare a dynamic Kawhi Leonard to a Michael Jordan, and who do you think would win in real life? Just tell me, just throw a name out there. Who do you think would win in real life? But the game is putting like, it's Kawhi Leonard's overall is going to be like a 94, Michael Jordan's a 95. And the ratings of current players versus the legends, I also feel like don't make sense. That does make sense to me. Because in 2K13, when you had a legend, they were either significantly better. Like if it was a Michael Jordan, like back in 2K13, after you got through like I think the very first seed you would get a Michael Jordan, the second seed you get a Magic Johnson, the third seed you get a Larry Bird, like in that order. And those players were significantly better than all the other current players, and so it gave you a goal to strive towards. But now it's just like, oh, that dude has a Michael Jordan. It's okay. I could put Kawhi Leonard on him, and he'll guard him. Or like some other like player that's similar to that, like playoff Bismack Biyombo with like an 87 could be like, oh, it's okay. I can lock up Hakeem if I want to. Hakeem's only a 93, and I'm an 87. It's close enough. But when you real life statistics, it's just that's not how it would happen. It's not how it would happen. What I think they need to do in 2K17 is just lower the amount of, I guess, player types. Like you don't need an all-star version of the player. You don't need like a defensive player of the year version of the player. You don't need an MVP version. You don't need a playoff version. Just give me a dynamic version of the player, and maybe I don't know, like a throwback version of the player, like a rookie year version of the player. That's what I want. There's no need to have all these different versions of the players. Just keep it simple. Go back to what they did in 2K13. That's what I like. That's personally my opinion about it. I know a lot of people don't agree with it because they really have the thrill of all these different players, all these different combinations you could do in 2K16 right now. But I just feel like there's way too many types of cards, and they really need to just shorten the card load. But anyway, tell me what you guys think about it. Do they need less cards? Do they need more cards? But thank you guys for watching. This is Double T Gaming. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video.